U.S. State Department issues "Do not travel" warning for Ukraine as embassy staff is told to leave.
Here's a summary of the article.
The U.S. State Department has ordered the evacuation of American citizens in Ukraine amid the threat of Russian military action. U.S. citizens in Ukraine should be aware that Russian military action anywhere in Ukraine would severely impact the U.S. Embassy's ability to provide consular services, including assistance to U.S. citizens in departing Ukraine, the State Department said in a travel advisory.
This post received a score of 22,000, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
This is going to make the Olympics a little awkward.
Putin invades during the Olympics. See, Georgia invasion 2008, Ukraine invasion 2014. Edit, Ukraine v 2.022.
This triggered a memory. I clearly remember watching the 2008 Olympics, and I remember the commentators talking about somebody invading Georgia. I, at the time, was not aware of Georgia the country and was very confused as to what Atlanta had done.
Yeah, I remember when that happened. There were a lot of people who rapidly learned that Georgia is both a U.S. state and also a country.
Unless you're bringing missiles with you.
Fire Z missiles.
But I'm tired.
Then go take a nap, then fire Z missiles.
Ah yes, take me back to a time on the internet before all of my crazy aunts invaded Facebook.
Okay, so we're doing this.
Don't think it's cold enough yet. Give it a few weeks now.
Looking at the forecast, it doesn't look like it's going to cool off much.
Jim Cantor is standing by in a trench in Kharkiv. Jim, how's it looking?
As you can see from the shockwaves blasting my hat off, things are actually pretty hot over here right now.
Thanks, Jim. Stay safe. Coming up next, a deadly chemical spill has contaminated an entire city's water supply. Find out where after a message from our sponsors.
2 minutes of Dasani commercials.
One of the funniest comment chains, I swear.
2020 wasn't a bad year, it was the start of a bad decade.
There are decades where nothing happens, and there are weeks where decades happen. Vladimir Ilyich Lenin, and yes, I'm enjoying the irony.
He forgot about the decades where centuries happen.
I swear 2016 to 2021 for longest century in history.
I thought the early 2010s were jam-packed when living through them. The golden age of YouTube and growth of the internet were like nothing ever before. I remember during the Obama admin when the government kept shutting down and we thought it was the end of the United States. Good times.
Is 2020 still not over yet?
This is 2022.
2023. World War 2023 does have a nice ring to it.
Who put Microsoft in charge of naming this World War?
I wish Valve were in charge instead.
WW 2.5 or World War Origins.
WW2 Episode 2.
And the war ends in a cliffhanger.
Russia sure loves Olympic years for their shit. 2008 war with Georgia 1 week before Summer Olympics. 2014 takes Crimea shortly after hosting the Winter Olympics.
TBF, that's half the years.
You can't count the years where all of their athletes get disqualified from participating.
Man, I'm really hoping there isn't a war.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.